Solo Leveling Season 2 is heating up, but anime-only fans have yet to uncover the deeper layers of its universe. Beyond hunters and dungeons lies an ancient war between godlike beings known as monarchs and rulers. Their endless conflict shapes Sung Jin-woo's destiny and explains his rise as the Shadow Monarch. Stick around as we dive into the cosmic forces driving Solo Leveling's epic story. At first glance, Solo Leveling seems like a classic hunter versus dungeon story. But beneath the surface, it's about a war that predates humanity, an eternal battle between monarchs and rulers. These two factions were created by an omnipotent entity known as the Absolute Being, who existed solely for its own entertainment. To keep things interesting, it birthed beings of light, rulers, and darkness, monarchs, ensuring their opposing nature would spark endless conflict. The Absolute Being created the rulers to nurture life and maintain order. But to balance them, it also forged the monarchs, beings of pure destruction who thrived on chaos and annihilation. The rulers tried to protect worlds, while the monarchs sought to destroy them, leading to an eternal war. The twist: all of this was just a game for the Absolute Being. Eventually, the rulers realized they were pawns and rebelled against their creator. They succeeded in defeating the Absolute Being, but the monarchs remained a threat. This rebellion set the stage for Solo Leveling's main conflict. Unlike the rulers, monarchs each hold dominion over specific elements. There are 8 of them, each with godlike powers. One of the most important is Ashborn, who was initially a ruler but turned against his kind. After his fall, he gained control over death itself, becoming the Shadow Monarch, the source of Jin-woo's incredible power. Ashborn's betrayal led to his alliance with the monarchs, but even they turned on him. This inner conflict weakened the monarchs, forcing them to hide in the human world while plotting their comeback. Their goal remained the same: to destroy humanity and defeat the rulers. While monarchs and rulers are immensely powerful, they can't exist in the human world without vessels. They possess compatible humans to channel their abilities, but this process consumes the human's mind and body. Interestingly, this also makes them vulnerable. In human form, they can be killed, which is where Sung Jin-woo comes in. Jin-woo's rise as the Shadow Monarch was no accident. Ashborn chose him specifically because of his potential. Unlike other vessels, Jin-woo retained control over his mind, granting him power beyond that of the monarchs themselves. His unique bond with Ashborn allowed him to exploit the weaknesses of both monarchs and rulers. Ashborn wasn't just a powerful being, he was strategic. He created the system, a mechanism designed to find and nurture the perfect human vessel, Jin-woo. The system secretly trained Jin-woo, helping him grow stronger until he could inherit Ashborn's full power. This system was Ashborn's trump card against the monarchs. It allowed Jin-woo to level up infinitely, surpassing even the strongest hunters and eventually challenging the monarchs themselves. Without the system, Jin-woo would have been just another hunter lost in the chaos. Despite their losses, the monarchs never stopped scheming. They continued opening gates in major cities, causing destruction and chaos to weaken humanity's defenses. Their goal was to dominate Earth, using it as a battleground to regain their lost power. However, Jin-woo became the ultimate obstacle. His power forced the monarchs to confront him directly, leading to epic battles that showcased just how far he'd come. Thanks to Ashborn's guidance and the system, Jin-woo was no longer just a hunter, he was humanity's ultimate weapon. The battle between monarchs and rulers isn't just background lore, it's the core of Solo Leveling's story. It explains why Jin-woo's powers are so extraordinary and why he plays such a pivotal role. Without this cosmic war, his journey would be just another dungeon-crawling adventure. Jin-woo's humanity is what makes him different. Unlike the monarchs, who were created solely for destruction, he chooses his own path. This free will is what ultimately sets him apart and makes him the perfect shadow monarch.